Hello, and welcome back to Momogatari. Tonight's video is a deep one, a quiet reflection, a weight we all carry. I hope you're ready to feel some feels because this one, it stays with you. It's called Unfinished, Yet Here, a story about the burden of memory, the things we hold on to, and the quiet truth of healing. Let's step into it together. The night is soft, cool air settling around her, the distant buzz of the world still turning beyond the park's empty paths. Momo leans against the big oak tree, fingers tracing the uneven bark. The roughness is grounding and familiar, something that has existed far longer than she has. Her notebook rests beside her, its pages waiting. She isn't ready to open it. She lets out a breath and tilts her head back to look at the sky. The star is there, twinkling steadily, just being there. She has carried this weight for years, but tonight, she lets herself sit with it fully. She has thought about it over and over again. She has gone through every detail, every moment, every emotion that still lives in her heart. She has analyzed it, picked it apart, tried to understand why it still holds her so tightly. And yet, no matter how much she revisits it, no matter how often she lets it replay in her mind, it never gets easier. She has talked about it to her therapist, to her closest friends, to the people who love her, the ones who listen, the ones who try to remind her that she is not trapped in this anymore. But if she isn't trapped, why does she still feel bound to it? She doesn't remember a single moment that started it. The feeling of being invisible, unheard, and unsure of who she was. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was subtle. A series of quiet absences, unspoken dismissals, and being a shadow in rooms where she was supposed to belong. She remembers the time she spoke, but no one listened. The moments she needed comfort, but no one noticed. The way she shrank herself, convinced she was always taking up too much space. She learned early that some pain is silent, that some wounds don't come from sharp words or sudden loss, but from years of feeling like you are not enough. The wind moves gently through the branches, carrying the scent of damp earth, grounding, steady, unbothered by her uncertainty. She presses her palm against the bark, tracing its uneven grooves. It does not change. It does not fade. It remains, just like this burden, just like this memory. She exhales sharply, noticing the frustration swelling in her chest. She wants to be free, desperately. She wants to wake up and feel nothing when she remembers. She wants to finally write everything down and be done with it. But she can't. The story is too big, too heavy, too intertwined with who she has become. And if she cannot write it, if she cannot release it, does that mean she hasn't healed at all? The star flickers, unwavering against the night. She has watched it for years, through seasons, through different versions of herself. She wonders, has it seen her struggle with this time and time again. The nights she sat here, hoping time would finally make this memory easier to hold. The moment she convinced herself she was moving forward, only to find herself back at the beginning again. She watches the star for a long time, waiting, expecting something, but it does not flicker in response. It does not offer her an answer. It simply exists, like her past, like the wounds she has carried, like the story she still hasn't written. Momo lets out a deep breath, fingers curling into the fabric of her sleeves. Healing is not about waking up and suddenly feeling free. Healing is not about forgetting. Healing is not about proving that she is stronger than her past. Maybe healing is learning how to sit beside it without letting it define her. She does not force herself to write tonight. She does not demand herself to move forward faster than she is ready. She lets the memory exist. The weight is still here. The past is still here. But so is she. And for tonight, she does not need an answer. The end. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope it resonated with you in some way, because Unfinished Yet Here isn't just Momo's story. It's something many of us carry. I'm still learning, still figuring out what healing really means. But one thing I've come to understand is that healing isn't about erasing the past. Maybe it's just about learning to carry it differently. If this speaks to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your own reflections, or simply share this space with you. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video. So until then, please take care of yourself. I love you. Goodbye.